gross humor and very, very casual references to music and media that viewers may not get. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new video. This time we're going into spooky territory, as today we're talking about a man who's traveled the world in the 7 seas, someone who has bashed the beautiful people, and someone who you describe as an ain't. If you know, you know. Marilyn Manson, also known as Brian Warner. This fellow has a huge collection of accolades, but also, like his last name suggests, he's notorious for being a controversial figure in music history. Much like Eminem, but we'll get to that later. But for now, let's get to Portrait of an American Family. The first full-length studio album by Manson, this is one of the first albums that talks about the hypocrisy of Christianity. Something Manson dislikes much, but there's a video about him on an HBO channel talking with the Pope. I just discovered that today, actually. And white trash. So let's get to Cake and Sodomy. Nothing like bashing of white trash who likes to perform incest. Anyways, according to Manson, he was stuck in a cheap hotel flipping through the channels for about an hour. On one channel, there was someone baking a cake, while on the other channel, a guy was greasing up his dick with Vaseline. That's when he thought of the lyrics for Cake and Sodomy. The track has also been on demo tapes, but those were under the Spooky Kids tag. It has an acoustic remix off of the following EP, but we'll get to that as well, soon. For some reason, the people who opposed Marilyn Manson thought this was about guns. Yeah, not lying. It's about being picked on, and using lunchboxes to retaliate. Now, you're probably asking, lunchboxes do diddly squat to damage the bully. Keep in mind, these were metal. F***ing metal! Imagine getting hit with a metal lunchbox. You'll be more beaten and bloody than Mike Tyson. These were banned, however. When? Well, around the late 70s. Yeah. No, this is not where I got the name for my character Zerk. Anyways, this has a very clear message. Why kill? Now that's the simple one. But here's where it gets sad. An OBGYN was murdered by a pro-life activist, which inspired this song. Also features audio from R. Bud Dwyer, who was a famous politician that committed suicide. Live. And whoever the sick is that uploaded it to YouTube, thank God it was taken down. The music video for Dope Hat was inspired by Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. But the song is about nothing. It's just a Willy Wonka spoof. Imagine if Willy Wonka and the Child Catcher got in a gang high on meth. You'd get Smells Like Children. Manson's first extended play, released in 1995 or 96. This album was originally not an album. It was supposed to only have one remix of the song I previously mentioned before, but they made it into a full EP. So, let's get into the secrets, shall we? Oh, I forgot to mention, this might be more disturbing to viewers, so viewer discretion is advised. This instrumental is creepy as hell. This obviously spoofs Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. This skit is an audio version of when Manson went to the Phil Donahue show, where a bunch of Bible-thumping parents were voicing their concerns, I say in quotations, regarding their children, if I worded that right, because of the fact that it's satanic, I say in quotations once more. This aired in 95, while this came out in 96, so... Okay, I'd like to know what the f*** Tony Wiggins, the bus driver for Danzig, was on when he was doing the recording for this, because it clearly sounds like the person is getting off. I'm not surprised if it has audio of cum coming out of his after that. Luckily for us, it's distorted and cut off, but still. Okay, so, I'm gonna play the audio, but keep in mind, not for the easily offended. If you get offended by this, then sorry. Keyboard, play the audio, now! I swear to God, if one of you fuckers classify me as a racist for playing this, like Busta Rhymes, I'll break your fucking neck, boy. I'm just kidding. I'm not strong enough to do that. Nothing says creepy like a twisted and fucked up version of a hit song from the 80s. But that ain't the last. This was the main single off of Smells Like Children that garnered a lot of money. Manson said, and paraphrasing here, I was tripping on LSD and imagined a slowed and disturbing version of the hit dance song. But the vocals were sung by me. And that's how the song was made. No references, just creepy.
There is another.
Now you're probably asking, the f*** is this shit, Ghoul? This is the only one, right? Well, no actually. There is a promo version that has a lot more than meets the eye. This had Willy Wonka samples and 2 cut skits that... Well, let's review them, shall we? Oh god, this is gonna be good. Disgusted and disturbed, but for whoever is watching this, you got your fetish dream come true, you sick bastard. Anyways, this was left off the album. And... oh no, not again! If you think I'm going to play the full audio, like Notorious B.I.G., you're dead wrong, as this has a revelation of what the woman, or whoever, was doing to a 7-year-old. If you figured assault, of the penetrating kind, then you're right. This is f***ing disturbing. I'm glad it was cut. Since I don't plan on extending this longer, I'll be making a part 2 throughout the month. If you like this video, subscribe.